Alright, Renaissance Guy, Trends Change here. I've got a few things on today, and I've got a few things to sort and organise. It's going to be a little bit of a difficult day today, I have to admit. I have a few things on, and there's a personal situation. I think as a few of you might know, I am in court concerning an assault on myself when I was working in security. Now, before I go on with anything else, I want to express something. And I want to express, this is a very strong personal opinion of mine. I want to express the fact that I am not perfect in my life. Far from it. I make mistakes. I get things wrong. I'm flawed like any other human. I am very much my own character, so to speak. I do march to the beat of my own drum, but I also know that there are times where there are certain things you do need to do, such in work life, etc. Where, especially in work life, when you're being paid to do a job by a client or whoever it is, or your employer, that is your work that you need to be doing. That being said, a lot of times with your life, you're going to be doing something for someone, or whether, even if it's for yourself, with training in the gym, whatever it may be, you will have gotten to a goal with the help of people. If you become a person of note, i.e. a celebrity, a politician, a person who is successful, you will be there because of help given by someone. And I'm going to address a little bit on the celebrity thing. I hear celebrities going, oh, I hated this, oh, I hated that, I hated the other, I hated the, all these things where, oh, I hate, and you know what? Yeah, there might be some times where you might dislike something. It might be something that, that you might have been uncomfortable with. But look, there might even be things that you disagree with. But look, here's the deal. A lot of movies, especially the Marvel movies, although I'm becoming a little bit more on a lot of movies now. I'm very, very, very I'm very, shall we say, choosy with what I see these days. And one of the things I expect from a movie is to tell a story. I love special effects and everything, but to tell a story, and tell a story that I can enjoy. I don't want to hear any agendas or anything else like that. I just want to enjoy a story, and to go and enjoy the movie, enjoy the acting, and go along and do with it, which is why I don't even listen to movie reviews or critics or anything. I don't care what critics have to say. I go to enjoy the movie. In fact, I remember when the Osmonds, when in the heyday, in the 1970s, the dad used to turn around and take the critics' opinions and throw it in the bin, because at the end of the day, there were millions upon millions, to quote another famous celebrity. The Osmonds, the fans, and still with Donny Osmond in the droves, he is packed out when he sells, and the Osmonds still enjoy a certain amount of fame with the studios and everything else. But it's because of the fans. And it's because people go there to enjoy the thing. And the true people who really are appreciative, they're full of that. They are full of gratitude. Even The Rock, I've even heard him say over and over again that if it wasn't for the fans, he wouldn't be where he was. And in my own work life at this moment in time, I've sent a message onto the team chat saying, thank you so much for the help I've received whilst I've been looking after my area manager's phone. I just wanted to express the fact to the team that I really appreciate the advice that I've been given and the help I've been given, especially with going through some tough times. It's not the easiest thing in the world, and I want to express as well the gratitude to my mum and dad. And yes, I look after them. Yes, they pay me to look after them, but to be honest with you, with what I get for looking after my mum and dad, literally I don't get paid as much as what I would do if I was doing it professionally for a company. Believe me on that. But I'm grateful to my mum and dad for doing what they did for me so that I can look after them, and I get to spend time with my mum and dad. And I'm going to say is that there's not long. I don't have a long time with them, and it's not an easy thing to deal with. Whoosah. So today, I'm going to follow along with that, and there are times when support and help can make the difference. And today I'm facing a situation, and I'm sorry to say that with this situation that happened in another employed position, and there hasn't been a single reach out. And I'm going into a court case to give evidence about something that happened to me. And I was saying to my area manager, it's tough. And I've had a couple of area managers from my present company are saying, good luck with everything, let us know how it goes, everything else as well, which was really nice of them to say. And I don't want to go into the details. I don't want to make a big issue of it. But what I do want to say is, if you are in a position where somebody is going through problems, reach out and help. Reach out, do whatever you can to help raise the person who's going to do that. Because you never know what people are going through, and especially on social media. And if I can send any this is one reason why I do this channel, is because I know there's a lot of people who go through a lot of tough times, and I'm up to it. I'm not upset. Because at the end of the day, if you go through adversity, it is for your profit and learning. It's for you to learn about yourself, you to learn how to deal with things, how to become better, how to become stronger, how to deal with things more effectively. And not only that, after you have been through that, to help others go through the same thing. Because it's absolutely true, when you've been through something and you pull yourself through and you have had that situation, you can empathize with people who are going through the same thing. And I have had some people who have supported me, and who you know, who have done, you know, who have been through the same thing as well. And you know what, I'm really grateful for that. And I just want to express, and if there is a common theme in my videos, and I hope it comes through. And like I said, I'm not perfect or anything, but it's gratitude to what I've received, the help I've received, and just being able to get through life and have that help. And I'm also grateful for myself to be able to move forwards, because you know, that's the other thing. As much as you can do things to reach out and help people, lift people up, you also have to lift yourself up and pull yourself through that situation as well. You have to be able to say, you know what, I need to deal with this, and I need to lift myself up and move myself through. They always say when one door closes, another door opens. I don't believe that. In the fact of it just happens. I don't believe that at all. I believe that you come out of one situation and an opportunity presents itself. But it's up to you to open that door and take that opportunity. It doesn't just open, you just don't walk through things. The amount of times where I've really been hard against things, really hard, and the only way I have come out of it is to see an opportunity and open that door. And sometimes the door sticks, so you have to do a little gentle push as well. All right, it's hard work, you know, it is hard work, it's tough, and sometimes it is unforgiving, but you've got to be able to move through and to become more. And if you're going around taking offense all the time at things, and you're going, oh, that offended me, this offended me, that, you know what, there's plenty of things in life that will offend everybody. And getting offended by something and retaliating and stuff like that, and it's a lesson I had to learn early on in life, is that you can be offended as much as you want, but unless you deal with your sense of offendability and deal with it the right way, you're really not going to get very far. And the counteraction to offendability is gratitude. And you know something, people say, I want to be happy, I want this, I want that, the other. And I think happiness is subjective. And you know, I mean, if people ask me, am I happy? I'm reasonably happy. You know, I have happy times, I have sad times. That's part of life. But what I can say is, whatever you go through, there is one common denominator, and I'm going to finish with this. There's one common denominator that will get you through the most toughest time, and that is peace. And how you develop your sense of, how I hate the word inner peace, because there's it's inner peace. Peace is peace. Peace is peace. It really is. But you know, it's just how you deal with it, and how you come, and how the situation is, and just to turn around and say, hey, you know what? My life continues. I'm able to do what I need to do, and I have my life in my hands, and I can do what I need to do in life to become what I need to be. That's what it's about. That is what it's about. So I'm going to leave you with that as I go in to the situations I've got to deal with today. As I go in, I'll leave you with that. Have a great day, and I'll catch you all later.